this is over. Huawei has managed to hit yet another milestone in their quest to gain self-reliance when it comes to the making of advanced chipsets. According to a recent report, they've been able to develop a new EDA chip making tool for the mass production of 7nm chipsets. This has major implications. Now, if in case you are wondering what this is all about, let me break it down. EDA tool stands for Electronic Design Automation. It is basically a software used by chip-making companies such as TSMC, Qualcomm, and Samsung to simulate chip design, check for errors, and plan for the layout of chipsets before the actual production takes place. Think of it like this. Before a chip is actually made, it needs to be carefully designed with a tool. And the only way this could be made possible is the use of EDA tools. Now, here is the challenge. China at the moment does not have access to the most advanced chip making machines like EUV lithography systems, which are very critical for the making of chipsets below 7nm. Instead, they do have access to less advanced tools like DUV lithography systems. These were the lithography machines they were able to import before the US sanctions kicked in, which therefore means that China as at now does not have any homegrown tech company who can manufacture advanced lithography machines for the making of chipsets from 7nm and below. Aside this, they also do not have any tech company who have managed to develop sophisticated software ecosystems needed for the designing of chipsets from 7nm and below. So, for Chinese chip makers to be fully self-reliant, it is not just about the building of their own hardware, but also they also need to build their own software, especially EDA tools. And this is where Huawei's new breakthrough comes into play. Keep this in mind. Designing chips at smaller nodes like 7nm and below is incredibly complex. The smaller the chip, the more sophisticated the EDA tools needs to be. So, while these new tools developed by Huawei might not yet match that of industrial leaders such as TSMC, Qualcomm, or Samsung, their progress is equally not deniable. Back in 2023, Huawei partnered with several Chinese EDA firms to develop tools for the design of 14nm chipsets, and they were able to pull it off. Fast forward in 2025, they have now managed to develop an EDA tool for the simulation of 7nm chipsets. This is a massive shift, especially when you consider that until recently, most Chinese chip makers relied heavily on US companies such as Synopsys for these same tools. But due to the US sanctions, these doors are gradually closing. So, Chinese tech firms are now turning more inward to build everything themselves. What is the next move? Now, I believe with this new success, Huawei is now going to set their sight on building even more advanced EDA tools, ones capable of designing 5nm and as well as 3nm chipsets. But let's keep this real. While this is a huge milestone, China still has a long way to go to catch up with the likes of TSMC, Samsung, and Qualcomm, who are already producing chipsets as low as 3nm chipset. And even some of these firms are even having plans to even go lower to 2nm chipsets. So, the gap between chip making in China and that at the global level is still that huge. But one cannot also deny the fact that they are equally making the moves. And this has been your quick update for today. Kindly let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you find this content informative, kindly don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next updates. See you in the next one.